You know that feeling when you hear about an amazing place or a fantastic product and you're all excited, but then you look them up online and it's just a total letdown? It happens all the time. Today, we're going to break down the exact blueprint for fixing that problem, how to take a weak digital presence and turn it into an absolute growth machine. Seriously, think about this. It doesn't matter how great your product is. If your website, your digital front door is clunky, confusing, or just plain old, you're literally turning people away. You're losing customers before they even get a chance to see what you're all about. All right, to make this super clear, let's dive into a real-world example. Driems University. Now, in person, this place is a powerhouse. It's got an incredible reputation, their students land amazing jobs, and the campus has this amazing energy. But online? Well, that awesome story was completely getting lost in translation. And this right here, this is the heart of the issue. On one hand, you've got this proven winner of a university, top reputation, great student outcomes, the whole package. But on the other hand, the digital side was confusing and just wasn't pulling its weight. That's what we're calling the great digital gap. And that's exactly what we need to fix. So where do you even start with something like this? Well, you start right at the front door, the website. It's time to stop thinking about your website as some static online brochure and start seeing it for what it truly is. A dynamic welcome mat that can either invite people in with open arms or slam the door in their face. The goal for the website revamp is crystal clear, and it really breaks down into two main things. First, we have to make the journey from just curious to I want to apply as simple and easy as possible. And second, we need to build trust from the very first click. You get those two things right, and you're on your way. So how do we actually do that? Well, it comes down to a few really high-impact changes. We're going to add big, clear Apply Now buttons, so nobody's ever confused about what to do next. Then we build trust with powerful video testimonials. I mean, hearing a real person share their success story, that creates a connection that text just can't touch. We also make it super easy to ask a question with quick forms and a live chat. See, every single one of these changes removes a bit of friction and makes a potential student feel more confident. Okay, now let's see how this all comes together. Picture this. A potential student lands on the new homepage. It's clean, it's clear. They easily find the stuff they really care about, like the courses and what kind of jobs graduates get. Maybe they download a brochure. Then a question pops into their head. Boom, they use the live chat and get an instant answer. And when they're finally ready, that Apply Now button is right there waiting for them. It's a smooth, seamless path from just looking around to actually taking action. All right, so the front door is fixed. It's looking great. But now, we've got to get people to it, right? That brings us to the second pillar of our blueprint, amplifying the message. We're going to take their social media from being a quiet, passive page and turn it into a powerful digital megaphone. The secret here is to create content that's actually valuable. We're talking about celebrating student wins, running live Q&A sessions with professors, hosting webinars that give real career advice. This isn't just shouting "we're great" into the internet. It's about building a genuine community and showing people why they should want to be a part of what's happening. Of course, having amazing content is one thing, but making sure the right people see it, that's the other half of the battle. And that's where targeted ads come in. It's basically using platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn to deliver your message directly to the people who are most likely to care, like, say, high school seniors in a specific part of the country. It's an incredibly efficient way to drive the right kind of traffic to that shiny new website. So we fixed the website, we're driving traffic to it, we're done, right? Not so fast. What about all those people who visit, click around for a bit, and then leave? We can't just let them walk away. This is where the final, and I'd argue most crucial piece of the puzzle comes in, the smart follow-up. Think of it as the digital handshake that keeps the conversation going. This magic is done through something called remarketing. Now, it might sound a little technical, but I promise you the concept is dead simple. It's just a way to gently show your ads to people who have already shown interest by visiting your website. It's that subtle little reminder that keeps you top of mind while they're making their big decision. And this chart shows you exactly why that is so incredibly powerful. Look at that huge 70% chunk. Those are all the people who visited and then just vanished. But with remarketing, we can re-engage a huge portion of them, pulling them back in and ultimately turning them into actual leads. It's about not letting that initial spark of interest just fizzle out. Okay, let's zoom out for a minute. We've been deep in the details of a university, but these principles, they're a blueprint for literally any brand or organization that wants to win online. It all boils down to three core takeaways. First, your real-world greatness deserves an equally great digital experience, period. Don't let your website be your weak link. Second, get obsessed with making it easy for people to say yes. Clear calls to action, powerful trust signals, like testimonials, make it a total no-brainer. And third, use social media as your megaphone to engage your people and drive them back to your digital home base, your website. And that leaves us with one final, big question to think about. In a world where our first impression is almost always a digital one, has the quality of your online front door actually become more important than what's behind it? Because if no one can find your door, or if they can't figure out how to open it, what's inside might not even matter.